Over and under with wool and thread. Here is an image of a beautiful rug that was woven by hand by Navajo Indians. It is called a Ganado rug, named for a place in Arizona. Ganado rugs have a red background and a dark border around a design of diamonds in black, white, and grey. We don't know the name of the woman who wove this rug. She probably raised sheep. She sheared the sheep, washed the wool, combed it, and then spun it into thread. She probably gathered plants to make dyes to colour the threads she used for weaving. This is a picture of a Navajo woman weaving on a loom. This is a picture of a Ganado rug. A rug like this is woven on a loom. A loom is a large wooden frame that holds lots of threads strung up and down in the same direction. The weaver laces more threads in and out of the threads on the loom, pulling them tight to make a piece of cloth. The weaver makes sure that the threads stay tight by pressing them down with a wide-toothed comb. She thinks about the design that she is making and chooses the color of her next thread with that design in mind. Just like a painting, this work of art has strong lines and colors that are important in its design. You can divide this rug in half two ways, down or across. The pattern is symmetrical either way. The weaver had to match the pattern from side to side and from top to bottom. She kept track of everything in her head. There were no written instructions for her to follow. Have you ever woven anything? Maybe you have made a paper placemat by weaving strips of coloured paper. Maybe you have made a pot holder by weaving coloured loops on a frame. Many pieces of cloth are made by weaving. If you look very hard at the clothes you're wearing, you might be able to see the threads that were woven together to make them. A painting made without brushes or paint. Have you ever played with sand on a beach, poking your finger in it to draw or letting handfuls of it dribble onto a flat surface? Can you imagine creating a beautiful work of art on the ground using handfuls of sand? That is exactly how this painting was made. The artist took sand and let it flow between his thumb and forefinger to make a sand painting. Every line and shape has been made with sand. Are you surprised by the different colours? How many do you see? Sand painting artists make colours by mixing ground up stones with sand. Sometimes they add flower petals, charcoal, or flower pollen for colour. Some are large, up to 20 feet across. Sand paintings are more than just beautiful pictures to the Native Americans who make them. The paintings use symbols of nature and the gods. They often recall ancient stories. They are created as part of special ceremonies, and often they are created one day and destroyed the next. See if you can find some of the special symbols in this sand painting. Cactus, feathers, rainbows. In the Navajo tradition, female holy people have square or rectangular heads, and male holy people have round heads. Which do you see?